I'm going to be making some collard greens. Here are my bags of greens. That's a lot of greens. Breathe. And I've cleaned and scrubbed and sanitized my sink, and we're going to start by cutting up these greens. You're going to cut up the ends, separate them, snip off the ends, and we're going to wash them. And after you wash them, we are going to cut them up. I'm going to cut it in half and put the back side to the side and take the front side and roll it up. We are going to go ahead and slice it or chop it into pieces. Now I'm going to start with the back side. I'm going to stack them up against each other. And we are going to cut up the middle vein because it's thick and we don't want the middle vein in our greens. We're going to throw them away. Then I'm just going to go ahead and pick through it and see what I've missed and take off what I've missed. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll it up again. And then we're going to go ahead and slice it again into pieces or chop it into pieces. And we are going to continue this process until you are done cutting up your greens. So here's some more of the back parts of the greens. Stack them together, and then we're going to cut the middle part again. And we're going to throw away the hard part of the veins. Go ahead and cut up what I miss. There's a little bit more there. Go ahead and chop that up. We're going to stack it together and roll it up again. And we are going to go ahead and slice them into pieces. This is the easiest way for me to cut up my greens, so this is how I do it. Now that you're done, we are going to go ahead and wash them again. I'm using some sea salt. Sprinkle some salt on there. It helps to clean up your greens. You can wash them, scrub them up against each other and continue to wash it. And then we are going to go ahead and strain it, and then we're going to wash it again. So I repeat the process. So here are my greens, they're done, and I've added water in there, and we are going to go ahead and cook the greens down. The greens are now cooked down, so now I'm going to go ahead and start with my seasoning. First, I'm going to saute my ham hocks. I've got some olive oil. We're going to add some chopped onions. We're going to saute the onions. Once you're done sauteing your onions for a couple of minutes, we're going to go ahead and add the ham hocks. We're going to go ahead and saute the ham hocks into the onions and the olive oil. And it's up to you if you want to use smoked ham hocks. I prefer the smoked ham hocks because to me it seems like it has more flavor. Some people like to use smoked turkey. And I'm going to add some chicken bouillon. And I'm going to use probably about 4. I've got a big pot of greens, so I'm going to use about 4. So it's up to you on how many bouillons to throw into your greens, depending on how much you're making. I'm going to add some greens seasoning. Sprinkle some on there. And I like to use a little bit of hot sauce, so I'm going to use some Louisiana hot sauce and sprinkle some on there, and just a little bit just to give it some flavor. And then I'm going to add some vinegar, and I have a large pot, so I'm going to use about a half a cup of vinegar. Then I'm going to go ahead and pour some chicken broth. And just I'm pouring the whole thing in there because I've got a big pot of greens. Then I'm just going to go ahead and mix this all in there. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my ham hocks. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour in the sauteed onions in there, and we're going to allow my greens to cook for about 2 to 3 hours, depending, and cook it in medium-low heat. And I'm going to go ahead and fry some bacon because I like to add some bacon for extra flavor. And I like to add this towards the end. And we're going to pour the whole thing in there along with the bacon oil. And this adds flavor to your greens. And continue to cook your greens until it is done. And you cook it in medium heat. You don't want to cook it on high heat. And there's my greens. Enjoy.